makes the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Russell. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Mensah. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
It's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keelan Russell. Bears the pressure. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. To the air, it's Russell. Makes a catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Running inside, it's Hill. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He might want another play. Mack bringing the heat. And down he goes.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Riley. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Hits him with a stiff arm. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they... Turning it on! Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense in hurry up mode.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Dumps it off in the flats.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hill.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got it. He's going to get loose. Bust through behind his pad. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the red zone, it's Fletcher fighting off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He's shown you a little bit of everything, right? Shown you the speed, shown you the quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards on the day.
Here's Mensah to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback keeper. Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown Tide. Here comes the two-point try. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That keeps the score Alabama 20, Miami 7. Number 31, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He's got great speed. They just barely get him stopped, and he almost cruised all the way to the dressing room. A little excitement here to wrap up the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possession.
Breaks into the open. The 50, the 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Looking for space, it's Riley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Again, it's Mack. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Mensah. Good timing on the quick out. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Past the 30. Drills him with the stiff arm. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off-play action on 1st down. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
Number 31, set to kick it away.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to run, it's Brown. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to... There he goes! Inside the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Number 31, set to advance on the ball.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. That Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the route is on.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And he makes the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Runs through a tackle. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
That's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Yet another tremendous all-purpose back that the Canes use both running and receiving.
Man, it's showing you he can do it all. And listen, if I'm this offense, continue to find this guy, feed him, let him make big plays, let this Hurricane crowd go nuts.
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking for room, it's Fletcher. Shows him the stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. The give to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Tackled there by the defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
At the 8-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. They're going to run it. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied.
45, Miami, 32. Number 22 sets a kickoff.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This second half hasn't been nearly as productive offensively as the first half. As a result, that big lead is no longer so big. All by himself down the middle. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. Finding an escape route. Gives it the big stiff arm. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Plows through the defense. Might have a chance. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Runs through the tackle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
The thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run with Brown. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the two-point conversion attempt will fail. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown tie. And the stomping has commenced. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the two-point conversion. Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Miami, 38. Number 31, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Can't get him to the ground. Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Hand off for Brown. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Canes will hustle to the line. The give to Brown. He breaks a tackle.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. He gets away. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.